I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Cherokee 274VFK. This is a V-nose front kitchen floor plan. So one of the great things about this setup is that, a lot of times in the V-nose, although it's aerodynamic, you lose a lot in the front. But with the front kitchen, it is a very, very workable floor plan. You can see how much countertop and prep space you get. If you take, we'll actually start right up top here. If you take a look, you can see you have access on both sides here. So this is great, awesome spot for like cups, mugs, things like that. Right down below, as I mentioned, big countertop space. You have solid surface countertops, a thermoformed countertop here, so you don't have to worry about any T-mold or anything coming off. You have a bank of drawers right over here. 3 very deep drawers. Moving right around the side, you have your cooktop and oven here. So as you can see, you can have the lights light up a little bit there. It is a recessed cooktop with the glass top. This folds up and back just like so, and it kind of doubles as a backsplash and gives you access to those burners. Oven underneath if you want to do some baking. And then a little bit further here, 3 more drawers. So plenty of drawer space here in the kitchen. Again, more prep space all the way in this area. You have a couple windows here for natural light. Tank monitoring panels here in the kitchen as well, including your water heater and water pump. Those controls are there too. Your standard electrical outlet as well as USB ports are there. Right up top, microwave and your hood with both a light and a fan. Then over here is storage all the way across the top. So we'll kind of open that up. You can see how deep it is right there in the front of that nose. Good storage on both sides. LED lights up above as well as underneath the cabinetry, so it is very bright in here. You have a spice rack right up front. Then right here in the center is probably one of my favorite things that Cherokee is doing in their products. And because you have the solid surface, it allows you to undermount the stainless steel sink, and it's an apron front sink, so it has the stainless on the front here too. Something you see a lot in the residential market, but it's just something that's pretty new here in the RV industry, and I really enjoy it. Also, the high-rise faucet makes it a little bit easier to wash and rinse dishes, and you have the sink top cover here, so that way you're, again, able to use all of this as good usable prep space. An additional electrical outlet right over to the side, another window here, and rounding out the kitchen right over here to the side is the Norcold fridge freezer combo. As you can tell, plenty of space in there. And then right around the corner here is our super slide. So it really opens the space up. By putting the kitchen in the front, they're utilizing all of that V-nose space up there, which really opens up this main living area, especially with the super slide. You have your standard style dinette. You can comfortably and easily sit 4 people here. It also drops down into a bed. You just remove the legs from the flanges in the floor as well as in the table. Table sits along the rails, take the back cushions, toss it on top, and you have that additional sleeping space. My favorite part about the dinettes and the Cherokee though, folks, is this right here. Take a look at the size of that drawer. You have that on both sides. Now, granted, it's not on any kind of roller glides or anything, so if you put a lot of stuff in there that's heavy, it is a little bit tougher to open, but the fact that you have that much additional storage that you would normally lose, in my opinion, is awesome. 2 very large windows. You can see how big they are. They basically go, from the dinette or the sofa all the way up to the top of the slide, so it lets a ton of natural light in. You have the wall sconce right in between with the USB ports right underneath. And then right over here is the jackknife sofa. So the center console here drops down, so you have the armrests on the side. These, of course, are removable. Then you have the center one here. Makes it a little bit more comfortable to watch TV. Cup holders there in the center. But this is a jackknife sofa, so this also drops down into a bed. You can lift it up, drop it right down, but look how much storage you get underneath. That's the great thing about a jackknife. Again, you have big storage underneath the dinette, big storage underneath the sofa here. So a lot of storage in this floor plan. Then you have a single chair right over here. Gotta be honest, folks, this is probably my favorite place to sit in this entire floor plan. It is super comfortable, Thomas Paine collection, and you can move it wherever you want. So if you want to, kind of angle it more to watch a TV, you can do that. If you want to have conversation with people on the sofa or dinette, you can leave it just like it is. Plus, it's a recliner. So, if you want to watch TV and fall asleep in the afternoon, you can lift that up, take a little nap, whatever you want to do. But again, it is lightweight enough. You can move that wherever you need to. And take a look behind it. You have basically floor to ceiling windows here. So you want to talk about really opening up an RV and letting in a ton of light. That does it there. Right over here to the side, we'll open this up for you. You can see some additional storage right here in the entertainment center. The entertainment center itself has this kind of, brick-looking wallpaper on here. Just kind of a nice little accent wall there. You have your plate right here that your arm for your TV will drop into. And it's a big enough space you can have a pretty large TV. Connections for that will be right up top. You'll also notice your thermostat right over here. This does control your ducted AC as well as your heat. And then your multimedia center right down there. That does control the speakers, and that unit is Bluetooth capable. Now right in here is the bathroom. So if you notice, you see a couple things. You have a bathroom entrance and then a entrance into the bedroom, directly into the bathroom, or another entrance into the bedroom right over here. So you have a couple exits out of that bedroom. When we make our way into the bathroom though, foot flush lever toilet right here in the corner. Obviously a ton of leg space, ton of shoulder space. No issues, don't feel cramped whatsoever. Straight across the way is the neo-angle shower. The doors are on a roller track, so that way the water goes right down into the shower pan instead of like a swing door. Sometimes it gets on the floor. And if I take a step in here, you can see it's actually a much larger neo-angle shower than you get in a lot. I mean, I can easily maneuver in here, and again, I'm fairly broad in the shoulders, no issues here. I am also 6 foot. You can see that, even without the skylight, I have a little bit of space there. With the skylight, even more. So if you're 6'2", 6'3", you can probably shower in here without having to bend over. The hand wand right behind me, and then you have a shelf there as well. You also have this guy right down here, which while you can use it as a shelf, I think it's more for like a step. So if you need to shave your legs in the shower, gives you the ability to do that there. Then right outside, you'll see the mirrored medicine cabinet, good storage in that. Electrical outlet, big sink here in the countertop. It is a composite sink, but I love the size. Very easy to wash your hands, brush your teeth, do what you need to do. And then storage underneath that. The bedroom features a queen bed with big storage underneath. It is strut assisted, easy to access there. It also gives you storage to the, or access to the storage outside. Here on the side, you have a window. Right above the window, they did put a backer in here for a TV. So if you want a TV in the bedroom, this is where it would go. You most likely want to put that on a swing arm mount so you can swing it around to the TV there. Connections for it right up top. On the side, you have mirrored wardrobe space. You can see the hanging rod going across. You have nightstands on both sides with electrical outlets and USB ports on both sides. Going across the top, you have this huge storage here. So very usable storage going across the top of the bed. A lot of manufacturers just give you a shelf. Not at all the case there. Then on the far side, you will also see that there is an entrance directly into the bedroom. So if you have additional guests staying the night, you don't have to disturb them late at night or early in the morning. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Cherokee 274VFK. Right up front is the power tongue jack. This makes it a little bit easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle because you simply have to flip a switch rather than having to, use a manual crank and wear out your arm. Take a look on this side real quick. This is where your 2 20-pound propane tanks will be housed right there. And then on the other side here is where the battery is located. So you have its own separate compartment. Open it up. Right there is your battery. As you will see, that is a vented compartment as it should be. And if we take a step back, you can see that V-nose front, which again is a little more aerodynamic than your standard travel trailer front. Right over here to the side is solar prep. If you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there. It's pre-wired, and that will trickle charge your battery. This is your main entrance right here, and you have the MORryde step above step system. This is fantastic step system, folks. You don't get that springboard feeling when entering or exiting the RV. You have aluminum treads on here, so those won't rust, and the grip tape to give you a little extra traction if it's wet out. You'll also see the foldable grab handle here, so that again helps give you a little more control when entering the RV. Right up above is the power awning. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go back in. It also has an LED light strip on there, so you can have light at just the flip of a switch. I really love the look of this. These are those floor-to-ceiling windows I showed you, right kind of where that chair is. So as you can see, that really opens it up. It gives you a much better idea of how big those windows actually are. Outside entertainment system right here. You have the 2 outside speakers. These do have LED lights in there, so kind of gives it a little extra aesthetic, a little pop at night. Also, you'll see you have an electrical outlet here, and then right underneath that you have the cable and HDMI ports so that you can hook up your TV right here, be able to watch TV outside. Black tank flush is located here, so rather than having to take a hose and stick it down your toilet to wash out your black tank, you take a hose, screw it in right there. That black tank has sprayers built in. It'll wash everything out for you. And then right here is the secondary entrance. This is the entrance into the bedroom I showed you when we were inside. This one has your standard 3 foldable steps with the little bit smaller grab handle. And then back here is the outside storage. So as I mentioned, you can see how big this storage area is. That is that same access to the storage underneath the bed. You can kind of see that's what's up front there. But again, you're not missing out on any storage whatsoever. That is a big storage area. Right here in the back, square tubular bumper with the end caps. You can pop those off, gives you a convenient spot to store your sewer hose so it's not rolling around with everything else there in your storage bin. And mounted to that bumper is your carrying rack. This rack has a 200-pound weight capacity, so it's perfect. If you want to put cooler back there, some wood, some extra, you have a couple totes or something you want to carry, this is a great extra feature to have. And because it comes from the manufacturer, even though it's mounted on the bumper, you still get the full warranty. Also mounted to that rack is your spare tire. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, it's really easy to access. You don't have to get underneath the camper, down on your hands and knees. It's right here, has the cover on there, so it'll be in good shape when you need it. Behind that is access to that same storage area. Again, the rack has to be down to be able to get in there, but you do have another access point. And if you take a look up top, you will see backup camera prep. It's a pretty big RV. If you want a backup camera, having the prep on there will make it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on labor on professional installation. Right up here is your 30-amp detachable power cord. Up next to that are your 2 water inlets. Fresh water inlet is right up front. Your city water connection is right behind that. You'll also see your outside shower with both hot and cold water access there. Cable inlet will be right up top here, and right down below is your termination with both your black and gray tank valves. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Cherokee 274VFK. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.